Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Wanderlust Adventure Company here. We are up near the Flat Tops Wilderness area today. We're at a place called Sheriff's Reservoir, and we're going to take a little hike up to a place called Sand Lake. Never been there before. Don't know much about it, but should be interesting. It's not that far. It's about 1.7 miles up there to the lake. We're gonna walk past Sheriff's Reservoir. We go over the dam here where we hit the trail to go to Sand Lake. Gonna try to do a little fishing today. I've heard rumors that the fishing's pretty good there, albeit nothing's very big. Got Hiker. She's really excited to be here, as always. Of course, the lab, the first thing she finds is water. That's what she does. All right, guys. I'm gonna walk you up here to the dam, give you a nice view of Sheriff's Reservoir, and then we'll hit the trail. This is a pretty little lake. Fishing's usually pretty good here. It can get kind of busy on the weekends because it is easy to get to, and the fishing is good. So be prepared for that if you come up this way. It's Wednesday right now, and there's one other truck parked up here, so that's kind of nice. Got a few fish jumping. It is a really beautiful morning. We've had quite a bit of rain this week, monsoon type season stuff. So we got our rain gear on board today because we're probably going to end up needing it. But anyway, this is Sheriff's Reservoir. Great little place to go fishing, lots of camping, right up here against the Flat Tops Wilderness area. We're going to get up the trail and then we'll be back with you. All right, up the trail here a ways, about half a mile from the truck. We made it to Sand Creek, which is one of the inlets for Sheriff's Reservoir. It's still early season. I don't know if you can see our trail up there. It's still got snow in it, but trail's muddy. Been following some moose tracks, so I'm kind of keeping an eye out. I just don't want Hiker tangling with it. But yeah, it's super pretty day. We still got some runoff going on, so the creek's still up a bit, but we got this log here. We gotta walk across it, hopefully without falling in the creek. But I guess if I do, that's just part of the adventure, right? All right, we're over that. Super pretty. Nice day. So far, this is a pretty mellow trail. According to all trails, it's not that bad. A few hundred feet of elevation gain, no big deal compared to a lot of the stuff we do around here. But yeah, still early, even though it's almost July. This is what hiking in the mountains of Colorado is like. If you want to go in June, you're more than likely going to find snow if you get very high. We're not super high here. I didn't check the elevation, but I'm guessing we're in the 9,000s. And here in the shady trees, the snow lingers. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep going. All right, up the trail here a little bit farther, come across this little reservoir. A lot of these were built back in the day for livestock watering ponds, or a little bit of irrigation or combination thereof. Farming and agriculture related, and they just make these little ponds. Most of them are not fishable. They don't really run all year, so lake levels of oxygen are low, and by the end of summer there really isn't much water left in most of them, so it's not really survivable for fish. But it's still pretty nonetheless. Awesome. We're getting up here closer to some of the cliffs, flat tops, and the mosquitoes are fierce. I sprayed down pretty good before I left the truck, but man, they're still just trying to eat me up. But man, it's a really nice day. It's good to get out. It's good to get Hiker going. She's super happy too. We're gonna head on up to Sand Lake. More of those mountain potholes. More snow. Like I say, it's the 20 something of June. I don't know, I didn't look. But yeah, Gaia tells me we're at 98.44 right here on this snowdrift. It's probably 3 foot deep or more. It's still early in the day, so I'm not sinking through it at least. Sure is pretty up in here. It's my first mountain hike of the season. Really been itching to get hiking. Did go camping down at Yamcola a couple weeks ago with my youngest son. Had a really good time. Him and his girlfriend caught some nice fish. I did a lot of just hanging out at camp. Felt good to relax. I was gonna try to hike up to the Mandals, but my gut told me it was too early. And being out here today and climbing over snowdrift tells me I was right. So, yeah. This is early season hiking in the mountains. Hopefully, the early season fishing will be good up here. I'd like to catch a few. It's not that often that I get super excited about fishing anymore. I don't have anything against it. It just hasn't been my thing for the last couple of years, even though I always pack a fishing pole with me. But today, I'm kind of feeling that itch. So we're gonna scratch it. Hopefully we'll catch some nice mountain trout. Maybe take a couple home for dinner. Guess we'll just see how they look. A lot of times this time of year, they're nothing but head because they've wintered through a pretty rough winter and they're all skinny. Yeah, cool. Look at that rock slide. That's pretty neat. Pretty rocks. I'd love to have a yard full of stuff that looks like that with columbines and stuff growing in it. It'd be really cool. Yeah, just nothing but beauty up here. And a trail I've never done, which is getting harder and harder to find up here. I've done most of them. I haven't taken you guys on all of them, but that's kind of cool because I get to relive it all again. But this is a new one for me. Happy we chose it. I think it's just right. And we can fish Sheriff's Reservoir on our way out of here today. So that's just another bonus. We'll see you up the trail. Well, here's a neat little surprise. Got up here to the sign. It says Sand Lake to the left, which was our destination. But it says Crater Lake to the right, which I think it's probably just right here. Let's go have a look. I really wasn't aware of a crater lake, but I also didn't research things all that much, so let's go see. That's the fun in exploring, right? Yeah. Cool. That's super pretty. And it doesn't stray off the trail too much from where we're going. Let's go have a look. Got a feeling this is pretty much just a pothole lake, but I could be wrong. Not seeing much activity for fish out there, but all right, apparently this is Crater Lake. Super gorgeous up here against the flat top cliffs. Awesome. Well worth the little tiny detour we're taking to get here. Super pretty. Hiker's down there getting her a drink. Probably thinking about swimming because that's what she does. All right, guys, we're going to head on towards Sand Lake now. All right, everybody. We've made it up to Sand Lake. Here it is. Not very big. Doesn't appear to be very deep, which I expected when I looked at it on Google Earth. You can tell it's pretty shallow. But that's the valley we just came up. Not too bad of a hike. Garmin put it at about 1.5-ish. And it took us about 55 minutes to get up here. And I was hiking at a relatively slow pace. Taking our time, stopping, making pictures, looking at Crater Lake. I don't ever try to hike fast. That's not the point. It's just to get out here and enjoy nature. But yeah, that's kind of our look. A little bit of lingering snow up here, as we've seen already. I've taken Hiker's hiking backpack off so she can play in the water. I'll probably string up and try to fish a little bit before we go back down to Sheriff's Reservoir. We'll see you here in a bit. It's kind of funny. This tree out here in the lake is really bothering Hiker. She keeps going out there and trying to grab it. But it's obviously way too big for her. But it's just kind of funny to watch her stress out over this stick in the lake. But she's having the time of her life. She loves that water. It's in her genes. It's what labs do. She keeps trying to grab it. You're silly, Hiker. All right, everybody, I played around with my lures here for a little bit. Didn't have any luck with the old Trail Master and my normal cocktail of Castmasters, Blue Foxes, Daredevils. The assorted lures that always seem to treat me well up here. I've seen a few jump, not a lot, but there's also a pretty good cocktail of bugs floating on top of this lake, so I assume they're eating rather well. And there's just not a ton of fish in here. It's pretty shallow. You can't see it in the video, but kind of where that mountain shadow starts, it's super shallow. It's maybe only a foot or two deep. So anyway, that's what's coming in on top of us. I'm going to start wandering back down towards the truck. If it's nice enough, we'll fish when we get down to Sheriff's. If not, maybe we'll hang out in the truck a little bit. We're in no hurry today. It's only about noon. So we've got time, and I wouldn't mind doing a little fishing down at Sheriff's. The fish were pretty active down there when we came up here this morning. But I would like to be a little closer to the truck in case it does start dumping buckets on us. I got my rain gear, but that only goes so far. All right, guys. Again, this is Sand Lake. Super pretty, nice little hike. Not too crazy strenuous. There's the outlet of it. Pretty easy little hike to do up out of Sheriff's Reservoir if you're ever up there. Come check it out. Maybe if you got up here late in the evening, the fishing would be pretty good. I don't know for sure. But anyway, Hiker and I are going to head down the trail. Here's one last look. Looking back up towards the flats. It's really pretty. Enjoyed my short time here, but it's time to get back down the trail. We will see you at the truck. Well, I called it. It's starting to rain. A little bit of thunder, which is why I didn't pick a hike today that was going to take me up on top as much as I want to go there. I just knew today was not the day for that. So sometimes it's reassuring to know that your judgment actually works. And just with our recent weather, I just knew it was probably a bad idea to try to get up on top of the flat tops today. But yeah, there's not too many days I've spent up here where I didn't get a little bit of rain or some kind of weather. or some lightning or some thunder, but we just had that thunder starting to sprinkle. It's not enough to warrant getting out the rain jacket just yet, but don't know if you guys can hear that, but good old mountain thunder. Therapeutic and scary all at the same time. I've been caught on top of these mountains in lightning storms before, and it's no joke, and it really isn't something to mess with. All right, guys, we're just about back to the truck, so we'll see you when we get there. All right, guys, we're back basically down to the dam of Sheriff's Reservoir, which is the end of our trail. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Hope you enjoyed our little hike up the Sand Lake today. I know I sure did. It was just what the doctor ordered. But yeah, if you like this video, you know the drill. Shoot me a like, make some comments, subscribe. Only if you want to, no pressure. I'm going to leave you with this view right here. Yep, that monsoony weather is coming in. That's what happens this time of year. So we're going to get back down to the truck and we'll see where that takes us. It's a really good day for a hiker too. Thanks everybody. I love you all. Love one another. Help each other out. Be kind. You know the drill. Till the next one, Wanderlust Adventure Company out.